I'm Michelle Battersby, the president at Peanut, and I'm here with Holly Owens. For the people out there that don't know you, who are you, what are you about, and where are you at in your motherhood journey?
Well, my name is Holly, and I share wellness and lifestyle tips and things on Instagram. So, content creator, I'm also a model, and I'm a new mom.
You've built a platform around realistic wellness. What does that mean now that you're a mum, and has the bar changed at all?
My wellness journey has changed so much over the years. I used to be very strict with my wellness routine, and it got very lax over the last few years. So I think that is lending well to where I'm at in life now, with being very go with the flow, very realistic with where I'm at in life. So now my wellness routine is pretty basic. It's taking naps when I can, it's showering, it's getting sunshine, very healthy movement, not restrictive and not strict movement. So it's a lot chiller than it used to be, which I think is great with motherhood.
What's an example of something that you were like very rigid or very focused on wellness-wise that has just evolved?
Well, with modeling, my body and my looks, it's how I make a living, and I don't think I realized how much more room I had to probably chill out on that area, because now I'm working probably more than ever, and I'm 6 months postpartum. So
that's amazing.
I think it's been really nice to realize, like, oh, I actually don't have to be that strict with my physical appearance, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what comes through in photos and video. And I'm really happy that clients are realizing that too, and they're booking more real women for jobs. And yeah, I think it was a lot of my diet, a lot of exercise, and now that is all out the window, and every single day is different. I'm just trying to make sure that I eat in general.
That would be such a positive thing to have realized on the other side of motherhood, because I always think about how enormous the identity shift is being a mum, let alone when your profession hinges so heavily on your appearance, and just the added pressure that women who are models or public figures or do anything physical would feel. So I love that it's
been really freeing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Really freeing, and I feel actually more confident in my skin than I ever have.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you have a 6-month-old, so
Yes.
Bearing that in mind, what's a safety worry that has kept you up at night, or is currently keeping you up at night now that Ruby starts to wriggle around a little more?
She has started rolling, and that has been the thing that's keeping me up at night. Is she gonna roll off something? So like I keep just placing her on the floor, because I turned around one day and she learned to roll that day, and she literally almost rolled off the couch. I was like, okay, this is when it all starts. So I'm like hyper aware of where she's placed. Is it safe? And this is just the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like every mum probably has a story of when their child rolled off something. I've definitely been on the phone to our pediatrician a couple of times, one for each child, of when they first hit the deck, and you feel like such a bad parent, to be honest. And the first thing they say is, this happens to everyone. You wouldn't believe how many calls we have. Did they cry immediately? If they cried immediately, you're usually in the clear, but if it does happen, still call your pediatrician.
Yeah. We're good so far. So I'm hoping maybe we've gotten ahead of the super scary part of at least rolling. Next is crawling. Oh gosh, don't even get me started on that. I'm really worried.
Yeah. Non-toxic living is a big part of your world. Do you think that'll translate into how you baby-proof your home?
I think it's like with everything, how I'm approaching life right now is I'm just going to do my best. I'm not going to be super rigid about the items if it just doesn't make sense, or it's too expensive, or it's too hard to find those things. Like, I'm just going to make the right decision in the right moment with those types of items, and they might not be perfect, but it's okay.
Do you have an example of something you found that you wouldn't normally gravitate towards, but you're like, you know what, it's convenient, it's accessible, it's affordable, it's what my baby needs right now?
I feel like right now I thought I would be really strict with like the teethers, because everyone's like, oh, the silicone or the plastic or this or that. And I'm like, she's clearly in pain, so let's just let her gnaw on anything that helps her feel a little better. And I thought I'd be a little more strict with that specific thing right now, but you just got to do what you got to do.
Tell me about a time you said let them and it paid off versus a time it backfired.
I saw a video on Instagram and it was saying your husband or your partner is going to parent in their own way, and like the way that you parent is not necessarily the correct way. And for me, that was really great because sometimes I tend to micromanage him outside of parenting. Like I'll watch him cook and I'll be like, well, you could do it this way and it'd be better, but you don't learn that way. And so I think with parenting and my husband, it's letting him find his path and his way of parenting her and how he wants to do things. If he wants to change the diaper that way, go ahead. Do what you got to do, and it's okay.
Yeah, I saw something so similar, and I feel like it's such a good piece of advice. And the video I saw also said something like, you can't be the expert in your child. There has to be other people that have their way as well. Otherwise, I think it can also intensify the mental load someone carries.
Absolutely. Like I want to lower the mental load, and so if there's things that he wants to do that are not the way I do it, I truly don't care anymore.
Yeah. Have there been any times it backfired? Like the diaper is on, I don't know. It wouldn't even be.
Of course. He puts the diaper on a little too loose when I have showed him multiple times how to put it on tightly. And then I'm holding her and she pees all over me or has a blowout and he looks at me like, oh, that was my diaper. I was like, yeah, that was. But it's okay. We just clean it up and move on.
It's quite cute because he's probably doing it so loose because he doesn't want to
hurt her or something. I'm like, I think it's okay.
What's one piece of safety advice you've received or seen that's turned out to be completely over the top?
So for Ruby, when she started to roll, and I share things on Instagram, I get a lot of unsolicited advice and opinions, and a lot of people had told me to get like the sleep suits so that it stops them from rolling in their sleep and just stay on their back. And it just didn't really seem right. Like, why did I want to stop her from experimenting with the rolling? And it's such a major developmental thing that it just didn't feel right for us to be like, no, you have to sleep on your back. I'm trusting that if she's rolling and wants to be on her tummy, she knows how to be on her tummy. And it's very scary to look on the monitor and see them face first into the mattress, but if you follow the safe sleep, like the fitted sheets and the firm mattress, I'm keeping an eye on her, but I'm trying to let her practice what she wants in the time frame that she wants.
I feel like that's such a good mindset to have now because it'll just help you so much once she does start crawling and climbing and falling, and you just have to trust that they're gonna put their arms out and stop themselves without being like,
yeah.
And then
it's hard. You want to hover and you want to protect, but also you don't learn that way. So it's there's a balance between it.
If you could tell first-time mum you one thing about letting go of control, what would it be?
So it's not necessarily about control, but if I could go back in time, I wish I could tell myself how much I'm going to love it, because I was very on the fence. So was my husband. We didn't know if we wanted to make this jump and change our lives in this way. We really loved our lives before, and I think my biggest fear around motherhood was blowing all of it up and not enjoying it. That paralyzed me every single day. It just felt like this is such a major decision that you can never take back. You can never get your old life back necessarily. And so for me, I wish I could just go back and just say, it's trust the process, surrender. There's so much beauty in chaos, and I didn't think that I would think that, but I actually love our day-to-day lives now. Every single day feels like a puzzle that I have to figure out. How do I optimize our day? How do I optimize her? How do I optimize our relationship, but in a healthy way, not in a controlling way? It's been actually a really incredible journey, and it's really sad to think that I almost missed out on it.
Oh, that's such a beautiful answer. I have one question on that. How you said that you were scared going into it because of losing the life you had before. What do you think contributed to that fear? Was it things you were seeing on social media?
Social media.
Yeah, this is something I spend a lot of time thinking about.
I think when our parents were becoming parents, they were just seeing what their friends were going through, so the bubble was a lot smaller, and maybe their friends weren't being super honest about their struggles. And so it kind of looked like maybe it wasn't that bad, and then social media happened, and you're seeing really into people's lives and the struggles that they're going through, or the hard things or the amazing things. But for some reason on social media, it feels like the harder things are more relatable. And so people share more of the kind of negative parts of parenthood because people really grasp onto that. And then I've noticed I share the positive side of motherhood. And thankfully, people are resonating with that. But there's also a lot of people saying, just wait. Like, just wait till they walk. Like, you're not going to be loving it this much. And so it's like people really want to bring happy parents down and make them not happy because misery loves company. And I think I saw so much of that I was like, is anyone actually happy being a parent? Everyone on social media makes this seem like it's so terrible. Like, why are people doing it?
It's so true. Like, humans naturally have negativity bias, and the algorithm obviously loves extremes. So I do wonder sometimes if that's why there is a lot more of the harsher side of it out there. And then to your point, when you are happy about it or excited, the just you wait is just the worst. Or your point earlier, you spoke about the unsolicited advice, which like is just through a megaphone. If you're a content creator, I'm sure sometimes your DMs just make you want to be like,
never mind, I'm not sharing anything anymore because people just feel the need to share, which sometimes I want to do it, but I catch myself because I'm like, they didn't ask.
Yeah.
I think people need to remember, like, if they're not asking, you don't have to share. People will ask for help if they genuinely want other people's opinions.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.